really don't want it, so you can just stick with it. No, honestly, you keep it. You don't need it, so it's better if you hold on.
Do you mind if we share the table?
Starting now. There are so many empty seats, and you two still haven't left. Why do you think you can just clear the table as soon as you arrive? Little girl, have you ever heard of Master Shen? In the southern province, the tiger of the mountain, Zhencheng Shen, is quite something. Tonight, Master Shen himself has come to Haicheng. The old man is sentimental and has fond memories of this place. So tonight, my big brother is hosting a banquet here for Master Shen. And who do you think you are? Do you really think you're worthy of sharing a table with Master Shen? You know what's good for you. Get lost now. Otherwise, this is what will happen. You smashed my rice bowl, so what? Do you really have a problem with that? All right then, I'll up the ante for you. If you're really not satisfied, I'll just go ahead and break another one for your brother, too. You might as well forget about that arm. If you dare touch my big brother, he's the top dog in Haicheng, personally appointed by Master Shen. If you lay a finger on me, you won't live to see tomorrow. I'm curious to see just how I'm supposed to die tonight. Big mouth. Let me go. My big brother is here if you know what's good for you. Let me go now. All right, looks like you know your place.
Go.
Letting you go, or are you honestly trying to provoke me, or what exactly is your intention here? Oh, sir, what are you even talking about? He flipped my table and smashed my meal to pieces. I was just acting in self-defense, wasn't I, really?
So it was my man who offended you first. Since there's a reason behind all this, then...
Since you're here, lick all the food off the floor for me. Have your man kowtow to me 3 times and I'll spare his life? You've been with Ren Shankson for a while now, haven't you? Is this really how he taught you to handle things? You're not worthy. That's not even your real name.
Kid, you've messed with me, and that's the only way you'll survive. Master Shen has lived comfortably in his warm home for over half a century. DeLong Electric and Fengli dominate the Tianhe realm, wielding immense power and forbidden to leave the country. If you dare to challenge Shen Yan, no one here can set the rules, not even if Ren Shankson himself were standing here.
What could he do to me, Claire? You must be in a hurry to die 3 minutes.
Notify Ren Shankson. He has 3 minutes to get here. Tell him to meet me at the stall in the southern suburbs of Haicheng. If he doesn't show up in time, he'll be erased from the southern province.
Miss Lu, this call is from the master. He orders you to arrive at the western outskirts of Haicheng within 3 minutes. If I can't make it, you'll lose your reputation in the southern province.
Such strictness, such clarity. If I wanted to go greet him at the harbor, I wouldn't even have the qualifications. And you think you can just make a call and have Master Shen come over, and even want to have the Ren family erased from the southern province? You really don't know your place. Do it, send him on his way. What nerve he has! You've got some nerve. Master, why are you here? Let me see. Luo Xin pays respects to the master. Shen from the southern province pays respects to the master.
Useless. Watch your own people. You better keep them in line. If this happens again, someone else will be taking your place as the Tiger of the Southern Province.
Yes, Master-san. Master-san, what did I do wrong? I beg you, please, take this troublemaker away. Wonderful.
Jafei, I found the man you were looking for. Where is he? In Haicheng, in the southern province. Prepare a private jet for tomorrow night to take me to Haicheng. Miss, we still have a meeting scheduled for tomorrow night. It's not important. No, I really truly want to finally meet my fiance, whom I have never actually seen in person. Not even once. How is the task I assigned coming along? Zhang Changsen will represent Tianheng Group at the bidding banquet tomorrow night. He will officially announce that Miss Shen Yuni, your wife, will become the lead for the new district development project. All the achievements I have today, I believe, are all thanks to you. Nothing else matters.
From the moment he saved me, truly, everything I have should belong to him.
Hello, are you Chu Qing? I'm Jolene, Executive Assistant to President Shen. Listen, whatever you're doing, go to President Shen's office in 10 minutes. President Shen needs to see you.
Master, could you take me there? It's about time. Take 3 steps forward towards Wu Wen. Hello? What's so urgent? You don't need to do this. President Shen doesn't have time to see you.
Sign this, you can leave. What do you mean by that? Don't you understand yet? You're married to President Shen? Upstage.
Does it even matter? What I wanted was never your care.
What I want is something you can't give me. How do you know I can't give it to you? Have you ever thought that, on your own, there's no way you could have brought the Shen family to where it is today?
Everything the Shen family has is because of me. Stop trying to make yourself look good. Chu Qing, you're just someone who clings to President Shen and won't let go.
Well, Dao Fei was lost. As for Shiao, he'll never understand status determines perspective. And as for him, he's just impatient. Ding ding. This is the watch you liked when we went out last time. It was 300 yuan. I bought it. What did you just say? Thank you. Is this the reason you want a divorce? That's right, honestly. You could definitely put it that way.
But I truly hope you can understand that the man by your side shouldn't just be a burden to someone who gives others absolutely no hope at all.
All right, fine. I understand. I suppose I will go ahead and sign the document. Then, if that's what you want. I hope you won't regret this. Don't regret it. Do you really think you'll do it? Tomorrow, Jianfang Group will publicly announce a 2 billion yuan project to be launched in Taichung. Yuning have already secured Tianheng Group support. Winning the bid in advance is also announced tomorrow. Yuning will become the most sought-after female. Reaction. Yeah. Probably don't have enough experiences. Sorry. I'm standing here. I almost forgot you just. Isn't it you who can't get access to it? Tianfeng only moved into Haicheng because of the benefits. If you really brought benefits, why don't you say that the men are running the businesses and even Third Master follows your orders? Right. He does listen to me. Do you even know what you're talking about? Fine. Since you're working so hard to save face for yourself, let's lay all out. Tianheng and our Shiao family maintained a close partnership for years. The reason Tianheng came to Hancheng this time is because I acted as the go-between. Hey, how come I've never heard about you asking for this? Your village chief. Shao Shi's in right. What are you even? It's enough for you.
If you can't take responsibility, there's no time limit to falling behind, let me tell you, Chairman. The best decision I've ever made in my life was being with you. No, I absolutely never.
Well, I'm fine, thank you. And you?
I'll give it.
I don't care for your little bit of money. From now on, you and I will never see each other again.
It's all good.
Bingjing, do you want to have dinner together tonight? Let's celebrate.
No, I've already eaten. Oh, by the way, Jiang Shao, our last meeting for the business talk, it really doesn't count as a date. This whole thing is just too formal. Please take it back.
I was thinking, I also wanted to help you get rid of that burden. Oh, by the way, Yuan Zhang's bidding banquet tomorrow night. I heard that the person behind Third Master will also show up. Are you talking about that remarkable person? The one with such a distinguished status. Truly one in a million. And it just happened to be close to that person, which is having the best method. Since we know that big shot, shouldn't we keep things low-key, low-key, low-key? At tomorrow night's banquet, I'll introduce you. If you can earn that person's favor, your future will be limitless. Thank you, Shiao. There's no need to be so formal between us. I have another meeting, so I'll head out first.
All right. Jolene, do you think what I did was right? Of course. President Shen. Only people like Xiao who have status and can help you deserve to be by your citadel, that useless person. Master, Chen has publicly announced the Shao family's assets to everyone, just to see you once before the Banquet Shao family. The Shao family has always worked diligently on the Tian home. Shao Jie has always admired you, Ling. Do you want to turn them down? Have Ren Changsen tell him that you'll see him at the banquet as you intended. Banquet will go on, but you and Shen Yuni think between you two must also continue.
I'm really looking forward to tonight's replay.
Why are we giving up on the bidding? The Shao family and Jianghan Group have always been at odds. 200 billion is just a matter of time. Back when the Shen family's construction business collapsed, even with my father's abilities, he couldn't turn things around. But Shen Yuning managed to do it in just 5 years. She brought Shen Jiao through such hardship. Her abilities are truly outstanding, especially for a short-term profit. Exchanging it for the trust of a business genius is very worth it. Besides, the real focus of tonight's event was never the bidding, but that important figure. Right.
Tonight, the Shao family is able to approach him through Third Master, giving them a head start. If he evaluates things, he must leverage the Shao family. The time comes, he values perseverance, but hasn't he had that feeling before? Are you talking about that useless ex-husband? Just a clown hardly worth my attention.
Tenuan, there is an important guest coming to tonight's banquet who needs to make a good impression. Don't worry, Mom.
I surely will.
Go on.
Master, those two...
No manners at all. Then let them scream all they want.
All right, but don't go too hard on them. Send them to the hospital afterward. Understood?
Is there anyone else at this banquet working toasting? Look over there. Those three are the power holders of the three major groups in the southern province. They control all the right in the south. And as for Master Sun, what I hold is above theirs.
I'll go with you. President Feng, President Shu, it's been a long time. Wen, President Shen has gained the favor of the Paradise Organization quite impressively. let me offer you a toast. He just eats together, but doesn't actually eat.
From now on, I hope the three of you bosses will continue to support the Shen family's projects. Of course, that's only right. President Jane, take a look.
On your mobile phone, why don't you go ahead and keep that boss of yours company for a little bit longer, just for a while?
Stop that! How did you get in here? You walked in here openly, acting like you belong. Do you really think someone like you can get into a place like this? You followed us in. Are you still trying to pester President Shen? The way you keep clinging on is honestly infuriating, to be honest. But aren't you perhaps overestimating yourself just a bit?
That's right, Yingling. Your little brother, he actually got beaten up by someone. Who did it? Where were you? It was that ungrateful children. But you must put another message. Killing your brother couldn't stand. Tenuan! He was being so badly, he ended up in the hospital, and I want you have to stand up for your mom. Don't let that choo-choo go.
No. I'll handle this matter myself. Why put Jinyu and my mom in the hospital? Why did you and Tenuan put my mom in the hospital? It was Tenuan, he beat up my mom, Chu Ching. Do you have any conscience left? That's a member of President Shen's family. If there's some misunderstanding, can't you just talk it out? Why resort to violence? Before you start blaming me, shouldn't you at least ask about what really happened, Chu Ching? I really didn't expect you to be this kind of person. Just because I divorced you, you go out and mess around taking revenge on my family. Is that how little we mean to you?
Are you really not even going to look at me? Aren't you going to ask me why?
What reason could you have? None of that justifies you hitting people. You and your husband need to go to the hospital right now and apologize to my mom and my brother. They're the ones who should be apologizing to me.
No wonder Yuning divorced you. You really are hopeless, like mud that can't be shaped into a ring. Tonight, all the prominent figures of Nan Province are gathered here at Guanguan Yunqin. You barged in here on your own, and there's only one way this ends for you, Ben. Yuning asked you to apologize because she didn't want things to get out of hand. She was giving you a way out. But you still don't know what's good for you. I don't need her to handle this for me. As for barging in, you can ask Ren Chinks and yourself. Would he even dare to start this banquet if I didn't show up?
I knew that it was hot. Something like that.
Press. You really are, Shen. Isn't this just the useless president of the Shen family still spouting nonsense here? This is just asking. Come on, do you even know what you're saying? You reckless fool. How dare you offend that man? Hurry up and kneel for me. You want me to kneel? You're not qualified. The mayor's son from Dingyi Group, plus me. The current head of Wanchuan International. How about that? Not enough. Interesting. Then what if you add me, Fujiwara, in the southern province? Still a long way off.
You have to realize these three represent the very top tier of all the men here. With just a word, they could cut off your future.
Do you really want to go against the heroes in the city? Then have the three of them apologize. Chu-Chi, if you want to get yourself killed, go ahead, but don't drag us down with you. President Shen, since that's the case. Then in the sky, we have the Shiao family from the southern province. Shiao family is brisk. At tonight's banquet, not only will Master Shen, who represents Tianheng, be attending, but there will also be some truly important figures present. And our Shiao family have the chance to rise to the top in 1 week, despite having faced setbacks since childhood. Now, do you really think the Shiao family is insignificant? If the Shiao family can stand up to that person, then in the future we'll be unstoppable in the southern province. It's often said that this particular person holds a very high and respected position in the Dragon Palace, standing far above tens of thousands of others. I know that everyone present here right now takes great pride in trying to suppress me, but I'm sorry to say, none of you are truly qualified to. Very good, very good. Looking across the entire southern province covering 2.84 million square kilometers, you're the only one bold enough to challenge those at the very top. Since you're so eager to make an enemy of the southern province, I will fulfill your vitality. Someone come here. Chu-Chi, You're true. Break his legs first. I want to see just how tough this so-called adversary of the southern province, the region we all know.
Completing the military producing the annals of the short sword nation history. Stand down.
This.
Are you trying to defend him? That doesn't seem like something you should be concerned about. What you need to do right now is apologize, immediately beg for a way out for your Shiao family, for your father. If I'm not mistaken, if you don't hurry up and apologize to him, he'll wipe you all out.
Impressive, huh? Let's not even mention that tonight my Shiao family will be facing that man above all others, and might rise to the top in one leap. Just based on the fact that my Shiao family has thrived in southern Shen for 50 years without falling. And above us, there's also the tiger of the south, Shen, dominates the province. Unless he has some kind of overwhelming status, what could he possibly use to destroy the Shiao family? With just his mouth? He doesn't know his place. He didn't want this. How dare you hit me? So what if I hit you? But you weren't wrong about one thing, the part about wiping out your Shiao family's dong-dong. Luo Shu, send out the notice for the meeting with the Shiao family, and have Ren Chengsen bring the Shiao family's head over to me in advance. Immortal! Immortal! Just like that! Someone, hurry up and escort me to the fitting venue.
Hey, Shy Fei. I've already received the invitation just now. Alright then. Please wait for me there.
I'll do that. Oh, Shy Fei, your fiancé is way beyond what you imagined.
The Xuanzong bidding banquet is about to start. If he acts like this, it will drag us down.
Changqing,
Have you made enough of a scene? Do you even realize how far things have gone now? Will you only be satisfied when things are truly beyond repair?
What exactly is beyond repair? The 2 billion project? I know better than anyone how important it is.
You know perfectly well how important that order is to me, to the Shen family. If you keep this up, you won't even be able to save your own life. It's that important.
So important that you can treat the 5 years of feelings between us as if they mean nothing. Shen Wuning, you have no idea what it is you're giving up. As for my life, get out of the way. Just sit right here and see who dares to take my life.
Get down from there! Kid, that seat is the chief seat of Yangqing. It symbolizes that I'm at the very top of the entire 2.84 million square kilometers of the southern province. If you're not someone with private power or financial authority that surpasses the heavens, you're not above everyone else.
How do you know I'm not someone with unparalleled talent and power? How can you be so sure I'm not the one who can make everyone bow down in submission?
Who do you think you are? Do you really think you can dominate the whole scene? You're not even qualified to forget his status.
You're right. Tonight's banquet, I have seen it all at a glance. Flawless. Reckless someone cupcake. Don't rush. Get out. Should I get you a mirror so you can take a good look at yourself, spouting nonsense and terrified of being exposed? You must have rehearsed this act quite a few times, right? For tonight's performance, you sure have laughed a lot. Since that's the case, let's see how long you can keep up the act. Let me tell you, beautiful. With looks like yours, You're truly exceptional, so why would you insist on following him to your doom? What a pity. In my eyes, he's the one who doesn't know his place. And yet you've really been fooled by him. Let me tell you, he's just a worthless outcast kicked out by the Shen family. He has nothing, no status, no wealth, no ability, not even a shred of dignity. Calling him a dog would be giving him too much credit. It's precisely because he has nothing, has accomplished nothing, and was thrown out by the Shen family with nowhere to go. That's why he's here putting on a show, trying to prove his worth. But unfortunately, Yuning saw right through him long ago. He's hopeless. So, she never gave him a chance. He couldn't get what he wanted, so now he holds a grudge. Not only did he cheat on Yuning behind her back, but he also injured her family, and now, he even dares to make wild statements and act recklessly at this bidding banquet, because he can't stand the thought of the Shen family getting that 20 billion yuan order. So he wants to completely ruin this bidding banquet. Such wildly delusional ambition truly does suit someone like Chu, doesn't it? Stop pretending, Joseph. Do you really think all these distinguished guests here can't see through your despicable intentions? Chu.
So, this is the reason you've been acting so outrageously tonight? To be honest, I'm honestly quite disappointed.
You don't believe a single word I say. But you never doubt anything he says about me. Shen Yuning.
All these years, have you ever really tried to understand me? And now you have the nerve to blame President Shen. The Shen family took you in and waited for you for 5 years. Do you think you've lived up to President Shen? Everything the Shen family has is because of me. If anyone should apologize, it should be the entire Shen family. Enough, aren't you embarrassed enough already? I know. The divorce was a huge blow to you, but I already offered you compensation. And what about you? Do you have even the slightest sense of responsibility or courage that a man should have? Is that mouth of yours? What right do you have to stand here and criticize or judge others? All you ever do is hide behind women, isn't that right? Forget it. We were husband and wife once, Eve. You're willing to back down and apologize now. I can spare your life. That's the last thing I can do for you. Get out! How can we part on good terms?
There's no need. After all you care about is that 20 billion order, right? Since this ungrateful wretch doesn't appreciate it, why should I bother defending him? Besides, tonight he stirred up such a mess that no one can predict it now.
Although the Shen Group is the commercial backbone of Haicheng and a rising star in the southern province, everything is judged on its own merits. That's not bad at all. People in the business world are the most sentimental on this show.
Let me give you some advice. If time to cut ties, you must do it. Otherwise, the Shen family definitely. President Shen is dead set on harming you, the Shen family.
I'm not afraid to die, but the company is your life's work. It cannot be allowed to fail.
Can't keep up the act anymore, can you? Chuqing, you and I are worlds apart in status. I never intended to lower myself to your level. But tonight, you were the one who first showed no respect for status and offended the entire city. What's more, your malicious scheming has brought disaster upon the Shen family. The men of the Shen family will not tolerate a disgrace like you. You have 3 minutes left. Three minutes. Sorry about that. The time left for you, total.
Everyone, tonight, as the eldest son of the Shiao family, I am issuing this notice, declaring to the southern province to cut off his way out as a warning to others. Third Master Sunday. Master Sunday, you've arrived. Welcome, Master Sunday.
Originally,
I just wanted you to slowly experience despair. But now, for years, your little hand will only make you angry. Just wait and see. Alright. It's a matter of life and death.
President Shen, Master Sunday is here. Should we go over? You still refuse to stand up, do you? Why must you insist on being so stubborn?
Why should I stand up?
Master C has already arrived. If you can win even a sniver of hope from him, they won't push you to a dead end. If you insist on sitting here, you'll only anger Master Sen, and you'll waste your very last chance for nothing.
Still don't get it. Tonight, they're the ones begging you.
Why do you always insist on daydreaming like this? Qing, can't you see yourself clearly? It's been 5 whole years. In these 5 years, you've made no progress and achieved nothing. If our true family hadn't taken you in back then, you wouldn't have even been able to get the most basic housing. Everyone at tonight's banquet is at a level you'll never reach in your entire life. Won't you only look like their wives? Why can't you bow your head?
You are wrong, Then Yuning. People are born either noble or humble. Although I, Chu Qing, was born in an ordinary family, I feel a little uncomfortable at this moment. Junior Xiao Shize welcomes Master Sen. What were you doing just now? There was a mishap at Master Duan's banquet tonight. A fly got in. A fly, acting on its own, courting death such foolishness. Master Wei, there's no need for you to hold back or sum it up for us. We'll have someone get rid of it right now. You all really do throw your weight around. Master Sen, why didn't my father come with you? Zhao Qi Yuan. If only he could have come with me! For the Xiao family tonight, this actually turns out to be a rare stroke of good luck. But right now, which eye of yours has actually seen him come?
Master San, your tone seems to suggest some dissatisfaction with my Xiao family. However, it is indeed inappropriate that my father is still not here. But from the looks of it, what that true fellow said earlier about asking Master Sen to bring my father to the event, it was nothing but pure posturing from start to finish, just a clown putting on a show. How could he possibly have the power to level the playing field?
Master San, earlier we juniors were discussing that son-in-law from the Shen family. He swore up and down that you would bring my father here. It was my mistake for not being able to tell if he was telling the truth. So I wanted to ask you, Jen.
The Zheng family is weak in spirit.
He's nothing but a good-for-nothing who clung to the Shen family for 5 whole years, only to be thrown out at the end. Because he was kicked out by the Shen family, he harbored resentment and started causing trouble behind their backs. Tonight, he even had the audacity, as someone of such low status, to force his way into this gathering of distinguished guests at Gaobiao Software. He completely disregarded everyone present, and even showed utter contempt for the entire Nansheng City Bureau gathered here tonight. He spoke rudely and bluntly, showed no respect for rank or status, and offended everyone in the room. What's more, he repeatedly mentioned your name, sir, despite our earnest attempts to dissuade him. Yet he became even more brazen, sitting without restraint in the seat of honor at the head of this hall, as if he had chosen for himself the pinnacle of power in Nansheng province. How audacious! Isn't that a crime worthy of condemnation? This young man's crimes are numerous, acted on his own accord, and conspired with others. With so many people present, we issued a decree to inform the entire province, cutting off his reputation as a show of loyalty. Obstinate fools like him should be dealt with in this way. Just the fact that he refused to pay his respects to you, Lord Sen, is enough to condemn him 40,000 times. By cutting off his path, we are simply ending his own way forward.
I just didn't expect that Mr. Sen would be here at this time. You. Oh, the Sir Master praised this and said that this is what the younger generation should do. Please wait a moment, Mr. Sen. We will clean it now to avoid dirtying.
Fine. It is you who can clean up. Ren Chang's Chengsen.
Chairman, are you crazy? Mr. Shen, please go away quickly and don't worry about him. If he wants to die, let him die. He can't be implicated.
But he called out the strict police force. Goodbye, blind your eyes. So this is me.
The missing person. Third Master is furious. The patriarch of the Song family and young Master Shiao were beaten. We must leave quickly. The whole thing is together. I said, not to mention placing an order. Even the Shen family will be affected. Chi, I tried my best to save you, but you insisted on dying and didn't want to see me. I won't get involved. It's your own fault, so you can't blame anyone else for leaving.
Mr. Inshoren and Cheng Sanbai. I'm afraid you won't call me. I, Xiao Chuan, don't have a son like you. What's the point? What's going on? What on earth happened? You still have the nerve to ask me what you did tonight? Don't you know what I did? I was just... My little home, all this in my heart is just one step away from you in this half of my life. Just you. You. The smoke on the road cuts all of this off. You unfilial son, you... Unfilial son! Are you trying to destroy the Shiao family? I don't know. Okay. I really don't know. You just have to do it. Rest. Let go. Feiyan, everything I, Xiao Shiwan, have done tonight, I will bear the consequences and accept any punishment. As for this unfilial son, his crimes are unforgivable. From tonight on, I hand him over to you. Completely do as you see fit. Dad, you can't just let him shut me up like that. Xiao, hey, do you still remember what you said? If I don't see you all tonight within 10 minutes, the Xiao family obeys the order. You were a step too late. Mr. Xiao, head of the Xiao family. Why do you have to lower yourself so much? Mr. Chuchu. According to what your eldest son of the Xiao family said, not to mention that your Xiao family has flourished for 50 years and remained unshaken, with the tiger of the southern province personally protecting you, making the Xiao family as powerful as the midday sun. Why would you need a birthday gift from someone else? A rebellious son. What does that mean? How dare he utter such foul words? Why haven't you dragged him over here to confess his crime yet? Your Highness. Mr. Chu. Please feel free to deal with and punish the Xiao family as you see fit. We will not object. Earlier, he tried to break my leg just to see how tough my bones were. After that, he even rallied everyone present to ruin my business. In the eyes of your Xiao family's eldest son, I am nothing but a useless member of the Shen family, a failure in my studies, someone who doesn't know their place, the disgrace of the entire southern Shen, and deserved to be cast aside from the start. But now, when it comes to using medicine to help me recover, I'm afraid that certain people aren't even qualified to do so. Let me ask, if you were the head of the Xiao family, what would you do? The Xiao family, what an overwhelming display. Wow. The Xiao family can't be saved anymore. You wretched child, you've pushed the Xiao family into the abyss. You've doomed the Shiao family to eternal ruin. I know.
Rest up. How could it be too late when I'm about to soar to the top in one leap? That is absolutely impossible to do. You bunch of liars. Huh.
Nothing is impossible. Send him to the psychiatric hospital. Take him away. So, this is your ultimate choice. I said the Shen family owes its current status to martial strength. I said Tianheng's entry into Haicheng was because of me. I said I walked into this banquet hall openly and above board. I said they're not even qualified to break my legs. I said the high seat in the capital was set up for me. Now, did you see that? No. Do you believe it now?
So for these 5 years, you've been hiding it all along.
Yes.
Why? Why didn't you tell me earlier? Clearly, if you had just said it, things wouldn't have escalated to this point.
I did say it. Would you have believed me?
Don't twist words here. Everyone has seen how much effort our President Shen has put into the company. You make it sound nice, but you're just trying to criticize President Shen. Chuqing, are you even a man? Watch your mouth. How dare you hit me? Say one more word and see if I won't hit your luck.
Enough. I don't know why you had to buy so much. But these past 5 years, I know clearly that I poured all my effort and did my best, and that's why today's losses happened. You can't just erase all my hard work with a single sentence.
Miss Shen, you're overestimating yourself a bit here.
Third Master,
If it weren't for Mr. Chu secretly helping you, the Shen family of Haicheng would be finished. Your status would bring you a lot of pressure, so I chose to stay by your side as an ordinary person. And I've stayed for 5 years. But these 5 years of companionship, to you, will mean nothing at all.
That's not true. What I meant at first was...
There's no need to explain. The so-called power and status you care about, in my eyes, mean nothing. What he said is right. You and I are simply not on the same level. So our paths are different, and we can't work together. President Shen, after tonight, take care of yourself. Mr. Chu, you're so funny. Yes, your joke really is quite unique. This isn't a joke. Mr. Fu, what do you mean by that? Exactly what I said. Mr. Chu, aren't you making things a bit too difficult for others? What? No, Mr. Chu. What we mean is, whatever compensation you ask for, we'll do our best to satisfy you. Luxury cars, mansions, even priceless treasures if you want. Even assets of the group can be given to you. But this cutting off your own future. When you all cut off my future, it was much worse than this. That was all just a misunderstanding.
Mr. Chu, all the powerful figures of Yoshino and the southern provinces are gathered here. If you make everyone cut off their own future, It's equivalent to erasing all the noble families and prestigious clans from nation.
So, is there anything wrong with that?
I address you as Mr. out of respect. But you must understand that in everything, one should always leave a way out. If you insist on pushing this matter to the extreme, then I'm afraid it will only bring ruin to Pinkston.
Mentee.
So, you are the one who commands respect in the southern province, and the province should honor you. But as for him, tonight, what he has done is something Nangshen will never tolerate.
Do you realize who you are speaking to?
Master Sunday, there are limits to everything. Tonight, we do admit that we have been somewhat careless in our actions, but we are willing to show humility. We are prepared to offer a compensation and apologize. But if he wants to wipe out all the noble family, that is absolutely impossible. Everyone present here is a person of great renown who has weathered decades in the southern province with deep roots and influence, heritage, and so on. And what right does he have to demand, with just a single sentence,
We are acting on orders. What President Feng said is absolutely right. Our Lin family is one of the top noble families in the southern province. How could we possibly cut off our own future just because of a single offhand remark from you? Yes, said Lin. This matter is no trivial affair. If it were just a joke, we could let it go. If you insist on taking this seriously, then our Shu family will not accept it either. Are you trying to rebel?
Although it sounds serious, we are only seeking to protect ourselves. We can apologize and offer compensation, but to ask us to cut off our own future. Let me ask everyone first, who here can agree to that?
The Wang family does not agree, nor does the Wen family, nor do our Lai family and the Bai family.
None of us agree. You have earned the respect of everyone here tonight. That is truly impressive. I am not as capable as you, but you must understand one thing. Know when to advance and when to retreat. Don't Xiangfei. If all the powerful families present tonight join forces against you, you won't be able to withstand it.
Are you really that sure?
That's right. I, Feng Ting, have dominated the world of men for 53 years, personally elevating the Feng family to the highest position among the noble families of the southern province. Even without my status, I am confident and capable enough to rely on myself. But what about you? Aside from Mr. Sen's respect for you, what else do you have left? If you really have the means to truly win everyone over, why don't you show it to us?
Since that's what you want, I'll grant you wish. Luo Xin, within 3 minutes. Bankrupt Fen family.
Although the Feng family is no longer at its peak, the foundation and legacy we've accumulated aren't something you can topple in just 3 minutes, even if you're third master. Even he might not be able to do it.
Enough.
Wang Qingying.
Mr. Chu, you should know that 3 minutes is more than enough for the Feng family. Originally, if you had cut off your own path, you could have left the Feng family a sliver of hope. But now, things have come to this. There's no saving the Feng family.
Third master, you don't have to defend him like this. Besides, the Feng family isn't the only one here, that's true. The Lin family of the southern province is willing to stand with the Feng family through thick and thin. The Shu family of the southern province is also willing to stand with the Feng family through thick and thin.
Very well. Since the 3 great families are willing to share in hardship, then let's settle everything together.
It really seems that you truly intend to leave no way out at all today.
Enough! Luli has shown disrespect to Mr. Chu. Someone, seize those 3 for me.
Are you really going to make an enemy of all the noble families in the southern province for his sake?
Are the noble families of the southern province even worthy of being compared to Mr. Chu?
Even at our word, we still hold high positions in the southern province. Unless he has some extraordinary background, powerful enough to sweep through the world, or you want us to destroy ourselves, there's absolutely no way that's going to happen. That's right. Absolutely impossible.
Business Bank, something's wrong. The group is under attack. Situation critical. We're about to go bankrupt. What did you say?
Why shouldn't my fiance, Su Jiafei's fiance, cut off the path for the southern province's noble families? He's my fiance. Su Jiafei's fiance. Doesn't that qualify him enough to join our Shangji Su family?
Top contestant on the hero show is marrying into the Shoujinshu family. It's rumored that every branch of the Shangqingsu family, even those with the surname Maiden, will form their own lineage. Moreover, each branch is capable of standing on its own, becoming a top-tier aristocratic family in its own right. The Shenjingsu family is a superclan made up of its top families, an unparalleled giant within Daxi. This kid has a connection to the Shangjingsu family. Is that even possible?
Nothing is impossible. He is the one chosen by the Shangjing Su family. Someone, Hang, really, please.
The gift of the Holy Bible. The Su family in Changqing gave a gift to Mr. Jinju. A watch. Then 80 holy and the to form a set. It has a black card of 10 billion.
I hope Mr. Chu will not despise these small gifts from my uncle when you meet. Please accept them.
Yes, Your Honor.
My trip to Beijing to visit the Su family. Your legitimate fiancé.
Wang family in Nan province cut off their own path. They only asked Mr. Chu to show mercy and give the younger Wang family a chance to live.
The Sun family is willing to cut off their own lives and ask Mr. Chu to leave a glimmer of hope for the younger generation of the Sun family. The boys from the Li and Bai families are willing to end their own lives just to ask Mr. Chu to be the younger generation of the family. Leave a way to survive.
Oh, I'll leave the settlement of these families to you, Mr. Chu. Please rest assured. Su Jiafei, this Su. Should we talk about...
If Mr. Chu has a surname tonight, I would like to...
It's noisy here. I'm afraid it might disturb the family. Let's talk somewhere else.
Then I'll trouble Mr. Chu to lead the way.
All right. Stop. Mr. Chen, is there something else?
So... he is your biggest lifeline tonight.
Is that right or not? What does that have to do with you?
Don't pretend to be clueless and innocent here. Back then, you said you hid your identity for President Shen's sake. But in reality, you were already involved with this woman. President Shen never looked down on you and even married you, but what about you? You betrayed the Shen family and even used this woman to suppress your aunt. You two are truly shameless. You hit me. Do you even have the right to speak here? Take a good look at your own status. Who else should I hit if not you? Say that again. Watch your hands and your mouth. Jufei is the eldest daughter of the Su family in Shangjing. Who do you think you are? If you dare to offend her again, I won't hesitate to let you experience what it's like for a noble family to have their future cut off. Chuju, for a moment there, I thought you were truly capable. You managed to make Master Sunday respect you with your own abilities. You made the noble families of the southern province bow their heads. In that moment, I genuinely felt regret. At the very least, the man I, Shen Yuning, chose wasn't completely useless. But now, you make me feel disgusted. In 5 years, I've never been as disappointed in you as I am right now.
President Ren, what exactly are you trying to say?
I know that what I'm saying makes you uncomfortable. But everything I'm saying is the truth. Yes,
Tonight, you really stole the spotlight. You forced the noble families of the southern province to cut off their own path. Looking across the entire southern province, there's no one else who could have done that. So what if you did that? It's not your own strength you're relying on. You're just standing behind another woman, that's all. No matter how impressive you were tonight, in the end, you're still you. You've never truly been like a man, standing on your own 2 feet, by your own ability.
President Shen, your words have really opened my eyes. If that's all you take pleasure in, then there's no need to continue this conversation. Please leave.
Mr. Chu, may I ask who this lady is?
Ex-wife.
I see. In that case, I suppose I should thank this lady for letting such an outstanding Mr. Chu go. With ordinary eyes, one can't see the truth, so all that's left is to comfort oneself with empty arguments. Truly pitiful, what do you mean by that? Nothing in particular, just stating the facts. As for his identity, his status is far beyond what you can imagine. But since you know nothing, I don't mind revealing a little to you. No need. I have no interest in learning about someone who is completely useless and only stands behind other women. People like that only make me feel disgusted. That's truly a pity. I hope you won't regret it in the future. There may be many reasons that could make me regret it. But it will absolutely never be because of him. Divorcing him was the best decision I've ever made. Miss Su, as the heiress of the Su family in Shangjing, you don't need to waste your time on someone like him. He will only disappoint you. Since you know I'm the heiress of the Su family in Shangjing, then may I ask, what right do you have to order me around and tell me what to do, Su Jiafei? The Su family standards in Shangjing are not as shallow as you imagine. And I want you to understand, with your current social status, you are in no position to criticize my fiancé, Su Jifei. Mr. Fang, let's go.
All right.
Narrow-minded and utterly foolish. Who are you pretending to be? You just picked up someone who was thrown out like trash and actually think he's a treasure. You must be out of your mind. In a word, President Shen, you're just too gentle. Think about how those two women spoke just now, so sarcastic and overbearing. But they're not wrong either. Compared to the Su family in Shangjing, we're indeed lacking right now. But President saw, I, Shen Yongni, will not just go with the flow. From now on, I will take over the Shen group. Step by step, we'll reach the heights of the Su family in Shangjing. That's right, I believe with your abilities, President Shen, you can definitely achieve it. Chu Qing, I will let you witness with your own eyes the rise of the Shen group. I hope that by then you will understand that only by relying on yourself can you climb to the top step by step. Temporary success is hard to sustain, and in the end, you will be left with nothing.
Miss Du, the Linhai project in the new city district is going to be handed over to the Shen group.
That's right.
Why? If he has any self-awareness, he should know that he can't even secure this project. How long simply refusing it would be the wisest choice. Otherwise, the high hopes placed on him will only cause Shen Jianan to suffer a crushing defeat. Especially,
that's something the Shen family brought upon themselves.
If Miss is doing this to take revenge on the Shen family...
No, I just want them to see themselves clearly. To make them understand that without their master, they are nothing.
Bring it home. Can we talk about our relationship now? How come I have never heard of a fiancé who was born in Shangjing Sushi and I have never met her?
Didn't the Emperor Father mention me to you?
Say I'm not... my dad.
Yes. 13 years ago, Uncle Chu and my grandfather, the head of the Qing family, arranged a marriage for us. This is the token that Uncle Chu left for our Su family.
It really is that old guy's thing. But why was this marriage arranged by her and your grandfather? You are the eldest daughter of Su City in Xiangjing. Logically, it should have been presided over by Sushi of Shangjing.
Back then, the Su family of Shenjing was so high and mighty. Why care about such matters?
Oh? I'd like to hear details.
It's a long story. I grew up in my grandfather's house, and only 3 years ago was I brought back to the Su family in Shangyi.
So that's how it is.
As for reasons, why don't we?
Let's talk about this matter another day. It's already quite late today, isn't it? How about we discuss it tomorrow evening instead?
Anything works for me. I'll go along with whatever Mr. Chu prefers.
Then tomorrow night it is. You pick the place.
This is our Su family 7-star VIP card for the capital. So far, only one has been issued within the entire Daxia territory. With this card, you can access the full extent of all our Su family resources. You can also enjoy the highest privileges across all our industries. So, the most prestigious 7-star hotel in Haichen Ninghai Shenting is also one of our Su family's properties in the capital. If Mr. Chu doesn't mind, then for tomorrow night's meeting, let's set it there.
Since that's the case, then I, Prime Minister...
All right. Then I'll take my leave for now. See you tomorrow night, Mr. Chen.
See you at the hotel. The real reason for Miss Sushi's trip to the capital is truly well hidden. Ultimatum. I just hope you won't cause me any trouble.
Kid, by the time you read this letter, you'll probably be about the right age to start a family. But you didn't inherit any of my charm or carefree spirit, just want to find a wife with a big chest and a nice butt. I may be a bit meddlesome, but that's all right. Thinking ahead, I've already picked out a young girl for you and arranged a marriage.
Well, thank you very much.
I know that after reading the above, you'll definitely want to back out of this agreement. But I have to tell you, you can't back out of this agreement.
You can't back out.
Mr. Sunday, it's so late. Aren't you planning to rest? No, but your health won't be able to take it. It's fine, the bidding meeting just fizzled out. I have to finalize our company's next development.
It's all that Chu Qing's fault if he hadn't caused such a scene at the banquet. Things wouldn't have turned out like this.
All right, that's enough.
Hello? What did you say? Shen's company won the bid?
President Shen's. Was that a call from Changhan Group?
Yes. It's about that new district project. He said, we won the bid really. Our group actually won. Is it that 20 billion project? That's right, it's that project. So doesn't that mean our group can rely on this project to get ahead of the competition? Before, when Chu Qing caused the scene at the banquet, I thought our group would lose its qualification. But in the end, we still won. That's right. No matter what Chu Qing does, in Tianhan's eyes, only Shandong in the whole southern province has the capability to take on this project. Otherwise, how could we have won the bid? All right, pass down the order. Starting tomorrow, the entire company is to devote itself fully to this project. When President Shen, you rise to the top of the southern region with this project, I bet Chu Qing will get dumped by that mix too as well. Then, who knows? Maybe he'll come back begging you to look at him again. If he does that, it will only make me look even more innocent. Only by having outstanding abilities yourself can you truly rely on your original intentions. This is something you'll never understand.
Currently, Miss Su Zaifei of the Su family in Shangjing is from the most prominent branch of the Su family invented 18 years ago. She is a descendant of Su Shengping's line, the daughter of Su Shengping and Qin Shenwang, the third young lady of the Chu family in Zhengzhou.
The Qin family of Jiangzhou.
Afterwards, when Su Shengping met a violent death, the branch led by him quickly collapsed and was expelled from the Su family. The still young Su Zaifei and Qin Shenwang were treated as outcasts and driven from the family, and even the Qin family was implicated.
This hospital is really quite big.
3 years ago, the power struggle within the Su family of Shangjing was fiercely a complete mess with almost no winners. But at that time, Su Zaifei, who was far away with the Qin family, ultimately became the legitimate heir. He was then brought back to Shangji and introduced into the bigger picture.
I think the Su family is planning a marriage alliance.
The power struggle severely damaged the Su family of Shangji, and only a marriage alliance could quickly restore stability to the family. However, it seems that Miss Su is not very satisfied with her intended marriage partner.
That's what she actually explained to me.
She isn't aware of your identity in Mingyonglong Palace, taking you for an ordinary person. Perhaps she feels that, compared to Shangji's well-known young masters, your obscurity makes you less likely to control her.
She doesn't know who I am? Interesting. Interesting.
Do you intend to accept this engagement?
Elder Qing has done a favor for my true friend. This marriage is even witnessed by Longji. Just as that old man said, I really can't back out of this marriage. I'll help him resolve this trouble and consider it repaying the Qin family's past kindness. I understand.
Chu Qing, it's so late. I'm not disturbing your rest, am I?
What is it?
Tomorrow, the Shen family is having a small gathering. Come to Yunhai Hall at noon and join us for a meal. Old man, it's been a while since I last saw you too.
Wait. I actually have something else tomorrow.
There are some things, perhaps, that you don't want to come out for. This girl really is being unreasonable, Lord Dai. When she comes tomorrow, let her hear what I have to say about this matter.
You, Ning, we already...
All right, Mr. Chu. I'm not speaking up for him, old man. I know what kind of person you are. Tomorrow, just come without worry. I'll stand up for you. Just think of it as me giving you some face, old man. Master, I won't keep you any longer. I'll hang up now.
Master Shen, I'm leaving.
You still need to return to the Shen family?
For these 5 years, Master Shen has treated me like his own child. This time, it was treated as a farewell. No, notify Ren Jingson to prepare a gift. I'll bring it over tomorrow.
Shop owner, since this is just a small gathering among friends, there's no need to make a big fuss. That's why I've specially prepared a bottle of aged craft brew for you.
Aged craft brew.
That's right. This bottle of craft brew was brought back from the border by the governor of Shangjing 5 years ago and has been cellared for 100 years. It's a rare treasure, worthy of being called a fruit wine among wines, perfect for the summer forest.
Brought back from the border 5 years ago. You're very thoughtful.
Shop owner, let me give this to you.
No need. Go back first. Yes.
Chu-ching! Long time no see.
Yes. It's been a while since we last met.
It's been a long time. I'm now the department manager at Wanghai International. Look at this.
Look at you, Feng Guoji.
You probably don't know, but that's actually an enterprise under Lin Dan, one of the 4 great families of the Southern Province.
Is that really Linjiang in the Southern Province? Of course.
You've heard of Linjiang in the Southern Province?
I met the head of the Lin family once before.
You met him? Right. Last night, all the prominent families from the Southern Province gathered in Haicheng. You must have attended the banquet with my sister. And then you caught a glimpse of the Lin family head from afar, right? People like that who hold power in such families must have an overwhelming presence.
I honestly can't remember that clearly. All I recall is that he seemed to be begging me to spare his life. There weren't really any cars around either.
There you go, bragging again. The Lin family is one of the most elite families. Even though our Shen family is somewhat well known now, we're still nowhere near their level. Looking at the whole Shen family, only my sister can really talk to her. Anyway, let's not talk about this anymore. I heard that things haven't been going well between you and my sister lately.
Actually, your sister and I...
Oh, come on, you don't need to explain for her anymore. I know it all. Back then, the Shen family ended up like this because of her wrong decision. That's why the family went bankrupt overnight. Ever since then, he became cold and distant, and you gave up your job to take care of him in every possible way, but instead he accused you of lacking ambition and not taking your work seriously. I also want to find a gentle, considerate boyfriend who will take care of me in every way, but I just can't find one.
How about this? Why don't you divorce my sister and become my husband instead? Zhao Mingyun, what are you saying?
Just joking. But I do want to remind Mr. Wu here, right? You should dress appropriately for the occasion, so you don't embarrass yourself. Sorry. Mr. Chu, you haven't found a job yet, right? Well then, it's understandable that you're dressed so shabbily. I was being presumptuous. My apologies. Since you're a friend of Yue, I'll give you a tip. If you really can't find a job, you can come to Ying Group and look for me. With my position, I can get you a cleaning job. That's not a problem at all.
Zhao Mingyun.
No problem. I can go to Taurus and work as a cleaner. But you have to ask Xu Chenhui first. Does he even have the guts? Do you dare to disrespect President Xu?
That's the chairman of Tenuan Group, the head of one of the 3 great families in the southern province, the Shu family.
It's fine. It seems you still don't understand, but that's okay. I can tell you, the current Xu Chenhui in front of me is only worthy of kneeling before.
You actually dare to say something like that? Do you know what would happen if what you just said reached President Shu's ears?
What would happen? Is he going to cut off my livelihood again?
You? Worthy? Chairman Su only needs to say one word to take your life. I advise you to have some self-awareness.
Xu Chenhui can barely protect himself now, yet he still acts so high and mighty.
Pete, do you really want to find out what happens if you offend Chairman Shu?
Alright, Zhao Mingwan. Chu Qing is my friend. Do you really have to be so confrontational?
Jua, he was the one who spoke disrespectfully to Chairman Shu first. I just wanted to warn him. That's all. Let me tell you, I have no interest in arguing with someone of your inferior status. Out of respect for you being GA's friend, I'll give you a piece of advice. There are some things you shouldn't say carelessly. If you bring trouble upon yourself, you won't even know how you died.
Well then, I'd like to give it a try.
Alright, that's enough. No matter what, he's still a senior executive at Tenuan Group. If you make a scene here, things could get out of hand. If my sister finds out, she'll blame you again.
Come on. He's the one pestering you. Don't you believe me?
Yeah, you caught me.
I can help you get rid of this trouble.
No need. I don't want you to get into this kind of trouble because of me.
Don't worry. He can't do anything to me at Jinbang Construction.
That's not okay.
But I...
Alright. Let's not talk about this anymore. This is the end of it, or else I'll get mad at you.
You and...
Okay.
Alright. The family banquet is about to start. Let's go in.
Jiayi Jiyu, are you going to take her to the family banquet?
Is there a problem?
Jue, you are outstanding. The one who deserves to stay by your side should be a successful and capable man, not someone like him who has nothing and can't control his mouth. And yet, you actually want to take him to the family banquet to meet your parents.
Zhao Mingyuan. What does it have to do with you who I take to the family banquet? Even if Chu Qing has nothing, I'm still willing to go in with him. Let's go. Don't be impulsive. She's the eldest daughter of the Lin family, the heiress of Wanheng Group. Her boyfriend isn't someone ordinary, either they're not people we can afford to mess with. What are you two whispering about? Did I hit the nail on the head? And now you have nothing to say?
Son, how could you reveal all his thoughts in front of so many people? Now, how is he supposed to save face after this?
I thought you were so proud and aloof. But in the end, you're still just like this, so disappointing.
You're Lin Jianyu's daughter, right? Mind your own business.
Are you blind? Do you even know who we are? Still asking for a chance? Where do you get the nerve?
You don't know your place, do you?
Oh, forget it, Chu Qian. Let's not argue with them. We can't win against them anyway. Even if my sister were here, she'd have to bow her head to them too.
Don't be afraid. As long as I'm here today, none of them can touch me.
All right. You've got guts. But if I don't teach you a lesson, you won't know what's coming to you.
Wait a minute. If you ask me, let's just call it even and be done with it.
All right, let's leave it at that.
It was just a small matter to begin with. There's no need to blow it out of proportion. Do me a favor, will you?
All right. For you.
Not bad. Miss Shen here is my friend, and what she said isn't any different from what I'd said. So, just this once, do me a favor and let him off the hook. As for him, as long as you're willing to apologize now and ask me for help, I can still find a way to smooth things over for you. So, what do you say? You spit at me. Fine. Since you insist on being stubborn, then you're on your own.
Chu Qing.
Jiyue, don't throw your life away for me. I given my wife's favor me influence only goes so far, and I can't save someone who insists on courting death.
Chu Qing, I'll find a way to stall them. You go first. They won't do anything to me.
No need.
Hey, you get yourself killed.
I told you, none of them can touch me.
Jiyue, don't you understand? Keeping someone like him, who doesn't know what's good for him, by your side is completely useless. She's not someone you can rely on. She might even become a burden, bringing endless trouble, regardless of power or status.
In all those respects, it's far inferior to power, status. Who do you think you are? Do you even have the right to stand here and tell him what to do?
How can you talk like that? Aren't you afraid I'll call you out?
I'm the executive director of Tenuan. The executive director of Tenuan Group, huh? I thought it was someone important. Yet you dare ask me to show you some respect. Nothing but a petty clown. Not qualified to talk to me about power here.
Or status. You! Don't you realize the standing Tenuan group holds in the southern province?
He knows that all too well. Let me tell you, he's the second young master of the Shu family in the southern province. Shu Chen, the young owner of Henjuan Group, and I'm the vice president of Wanghen International. The Lin family in southern province. Lin Fei.
Master Shu and Miss Lin are just an executive director. I have seen your older girlfriend before, and now you want me to give you asterisk. You're quite remarkably bold.
I'm sorry, young Master Shu. I didn't know it was you. I apologize to you in person. Please don't stoop to the level of someone as insignificant as me.
You're making mistakes.
At least you have some self-awareness.
Ah, yes. Whatever you say, young Master Shu. Whatever you say. Juan, these two are young Master Shu and Miss Lin. You'd better apologize to them quickly, or this could get out of hand. If either of their families decides to pursue this, we're finished.
No need to apologize. He should apologize. It's him.
What do you mean?
You have 1 minute to apologize to GA, or else deal with the consequences yourself.
Are you out of your mind, or just talking nonsense? These two are the most sought-after girls among the boys. Who do you think you are? So what if my brother is talking to them? Jiyue from the stubborn division, you'd better hurry up and draw a line with this guy. If he wants to get himself killed, that's one thing, but dragging you into eyes, clearly trying to get you in trouble too.
That's not necessary, Lin Fei. If you want to come after me, fine. But Chu Qing is innocent. As long as you let him go, I'll agree to any condition you place.
Oh? Any? Oh?
Xiyue, is it really worth it to go this far for someone like him?
Whether it's worth it or not has nothing to do with you. Since you want to protect this poor guy so much, I can't let him go, Shen Xiyue. I won't let you stay in the hospital.
Well, since she has definite plans to actually show up, then I absolutely have to satisfy him completely.
No warning.
Baby, can we play together? I can give it to you when I've had enough fun with it. Take a look. Give it to the servant to play with. Since he can accept such a poor wretch, I don't mind letting him have a look.
School.
1 minute is now fully up.
Let's go. The asset liquidation matters, but the people we brought over still aren't settled. We need to get to biology as soon as possible. We have to get the assets in order and hand them over to Senye. Otherwise, if Mr. Chu becomes dissatisfied, we'll be in trouble, even though we're already on different paths. It's good to show that we're not the kind of nobodies who can be bullied by just anyone. This really concerns the family's reputation in the future. We should also set a good example. And by the way, remind the children about the current situation. Make sure they keep a low profile so as not to leave any room for criticism. Well said. That's what Mr. Chu means. If our people behave properly, we can keep an eye out for any opportunities. But if it's those two kids who did something, I'm afraid there's no way to protect them.
Let's go.
My dad and the head of the Shu family are about to arrive. You two just wait for your due.
Miss Shu Shaolin. Actually, I'm not particularly close with them. In a moment, the 2 pots of shrimp will arrive. Please put in a good word for me, and don't take your anger out on me. Especially since he was rude at the Shu family home. Earlier so arrogant, and even dared to call for severe punishment. I know I can't escape this.
You think that by immediately distancing yourself, you can protect yourself?
I'm distancing myself from you. Do you expect me to just sit here and wait to die with you? In a moment, there will be 2 top family heads personally dealing with you. If you all manage to survive today, I'll get down on my knees and bark like a dog.
Fine. Remember what you just said. Even with death at your doorstep, you still...
I'll call my sister, she'll definitely have a way. Don't bother calling. My dad and the others are already here. Shen Zhiyue, no one can save you today.
Who would dare touch me? Are you looking to die on the spot?
Zhao Mingyuan, Executive Director of Hongyuan Group, greets Chairman Shu and Master Wen.
Why did you keep them?
Actually, I came here today to discuss a business collaboration. I didn't expect that as soon as I arrived, I would run into that guy. Not only did he speak rudely to you, but he also demanded that you kneel and hold his hand. What's more, he even hit Miss Lin and Su Shao.
How dare he? I have to see for myself.
Yes.
Who dares to be so brazen?
Exactly. This time, I did whatever I wanted. Just now, I couldn't even donate our plasma to myself.
Look! He even slapped your daughter's face red. Today, you must beat him to death to vent your anger for your daughter.
I'm waiting. Don't worry. Since he dared to act today, no one will be able to protect this guy. Someone. She's the person who laid a hand on Faith.
Master Shu, Master Lin, I beg you, please let him go. They are Chongqing.
Today, no one in the entire southern province can protect me. Master Lin, it's only been 1 night since we last met, and you seem even more imposing. You don't know. How to die. Who the hell do you think you are? Wish my dad and Uncle Lin here. If you don't want to... Here's that. Shut up. You hit me? Get on your knees and apologize to me. Go over there and get my suitcase.
Apologize? Why should I apologize to her? Dad, you can't be serious, right?
What are you doing? Apologize. Do you say that? The Zhu family student council has met with Mr. Shu. This is a small token from the Zhu family 15 year. Please accept it with a smile, Mr. Shu, Chairman Shu. Looks like you really do know how to behave. See? He's already bowed his head and knelt down. Mr. Lee. What? Do you think this punishment is too strange? No, I understand.
Let me how about you stop yelling? Are you crazy? You...
Shut up. Stay alive. Go read 8 times. That's safe. That's for him. Mr. Zhu. Go ahead. You are of corrupt character and absolute pure character. Rest assured, you must drive him out of the house and not left his mother. You really are decisive, of course.
As for someone like Mr. Chu, well, we should.
You can't give up, even though I know Chu won't compare myself. But I'm still using. I can take the blame. I can make amends.
Sir, if you want to scold me, just treat me like a fart and let it go. You're useless at accomplishing things, but more than capable of ruining them. I can't tolerate you any longer. Someone, take him away from me. Mr. Chu, I'm sorry. I'm apologizing to you, begging you to spare me.
How dare you also disrespect me?
I was blind and foolish. I acted without thinking. I was arrogant. I don't deserve this position. I didn't do it on purpose. Mr. Kong, please forgive me.
Weren't you the one who insisted that as soon as those two showed up, I would be dead for sure?
That was just me being foolish for a moment. Mr. Chu, I apologize to you. As long as you can spare me, I'll do anything you ask.
No. I'm not interested. In listening to the words of a clown, I don't want to see you again.
Yes, Mr. Chu, I understand.
Mr. Chu.
The banquet is about to start. Wait a moment. Let's go.
We respectfully see Mr. Chu off. From today, you are expelled from the Southern Province business community by Tenuan. I am permanently blacklisting you.
President Xu, you can't do this.
To me.
After these years, I haven't made great contributions. I've worked hard.
If you want to blame someone, blame yourself for not being sharp enough.
Chu Qing, why are Patriarch Shujia and Patriarch Ling so respectful of you?
Because.
I have a very important guest today, and he has a 7-star Chipping Black Card issued by our Shangjing Su family. I hope that your Yunhai Holy Court will not make any mistakes and receive him with the highest standards.
Please rest assured, Miss Su. I will notify everyone immediately. As soon as the 7-star Black Card appears, Yunhai Shengqing will do everything possible to provide the highest quality service to the card holder.
Go ahead. You keep emphasizing it over and over, afraid something might go wrong. Looks like you really care about this fiancé of yours.
I just want to win a bit of his favor. That's all. Chu Qing is much harder to figure out than I imagined.
Impossible to figure out.
Yes. He already returned all the gifts I was supposed to give him yesterday. The impression he gives me is far more complicated than what he shows on the surface. I hope he's more reliable than that Wei Fixer. A bit more dependable.
I think he probably won't let you down. Even in the worst case, he's definitely not like that spoiled rich kid from the Wei family that the Su family in Shangjing wants to set you up with.
How can you be so sure? I remember you told me before that you know his background is far beyond what ordinary people can imagine, Yin Yin. Are you hiding something from me?
How could that be? Zhengfei, we're so close. How could I possibly keep anything from you?
Then what about what you said before?
Is that just to help you save face? What if his ex-wife looks down on him? It would be so embarrassing for you, the famous young lady of Shangjing.
So that's how it is.
Actually, I don't know him much better than you do. The first time I met him was at a street food stall. And honestly, there was nothing special about him. He seemed completely ordinary.
Chu Qing, why are both Shu Jia and Ling Jia so respectful and even a little afraid of you?
Because I can decide their fate.
There you go again, talking nonsense. The Shu and Ling families are the most prominent families across the entire land Shen. The only one who could decide their fate is that legendary Mr. Sen, right?
Ren Chengson saw my expression and understood what I meant.
Alright. If you don't want to talk about it, then don't. Why are you making up nonsense to fool me again?
This is not nonsense.
Yes, everything you say is true.
All right. Don't interrupt others when they're speaking.
Stop rapping. Sister-in-law, you know what she's like. It's rare for us to have a family dinner like this, so let's not bring her up and spoil the mood.
Exactly, madam. In my opinion, you should say a little less about her. My brother-in-law is really wild these days. If you say something that upsets her, who knows what she might do.
She wouldn't dare. She'd be out of line if she did. If he dares lay a hand on me, my eldest son-in-law...
What's all this noise and commotion at home? Come out and have a seat.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I personally called you here today. How could I let you be wrong as soon as you arrive? Don't worry. Today, I have truly got your back, and I'm here to support you.
But you're not even related to him at all. Aren't you being a little bit too partial and biased in this situation?
He's your brother-in-law and my grandson-in-law.
Yeah. Don't talk. You.
Happiness is a piece of shit. Okay, I see there are almost enough people here. Let's get started.
Hey, slow down. Everyone wants to drink today, right? I'll enter.
Louis XIII.
The head is fierce. This one is the king of hunting.
Ah. Grandpa, this is the gift I specially picked out for you.
Louis XIII.
Grandpa, this wine is truly remarkable. It enjoys a great reputation internationally. Just this one bottle is worth $1 million.
Worth $1 million? But this bottle of wine.
Looks like there's some good news worth celebrating in the Tenuan family again. Otherwise, he wouldn't bring out such an expensive bottle of wine.
As expected of Sister Youngxi, she can't do anything right. Grandpa, you must have heard about Tianheng Group hosting a banquet for the bidding of the new district development project.
I heard that all the prominent families and celebrities in the entire southern province will be attending.
That's right. At yesterday's bidding banquet, I stood out above everyone else in the city. I successfully won the bid and became the sole winner of this 10 billion yuan project. This new district development project has returned to your Shen family.
That project with Zhengbiao, in the end, Ren Chengsen still gave it to the Shen family. So it really is true after all this sleuth.
Yes, Grandpa, but it wasn't as exaggerated as Chang Yun made it sound. There were still some twists and turns. Fortunately, we won the bid. I was planning to tell you after the contract was signed.
Child, why would you hide such good news from your grandpa?
Alright.
Alright, now our Shen family has truly risen to the top thanks to Yuning.
Oh my. So Yuning has secured a project worth 20 billion. Wow, that means he'll soon become a leader in the business world with just one stroke.
What about Haizao?
Haizao? What about Haizao? A project worth 20 billion is rare in China. Yuning can really handle things on his own. Now truly impressive. Truly impressive.
It's just a pity that there's a burden in the family. Don't blame your cousin for being harsh. After all, you're now a prominent figure in high society. Yet you spend your days at home supporting an idle husband. It's one thing if you can't help you with the business, but if word of this gets out, people will gossip about you. What are you doing? When it comes to choosing a son-in-law, you should really learn from our Youngxi and the boyfriend she picked. He's already been selected to join the Dragon Palace and guard the border. When he comes back, who wouldn't have to show him some respect? Ah, as long as you know, that's good. He's just a hopeless case who'll never amount to anything. How could he possibly compare to Wu Bei? If he were even a tenth as capable, I'd worship him. But over the years, Chu Qing has taken really good care of Sister Yuning. Child, don't butt in. What's the use of taking good care of her? In our Shen family, the last thing we need is another shit. Chu Qing, I know some things might be hard to hear, but that's just the way it is. As someone who's been through this, I hope you can have some self-awareness and really think about what you're going to do to be worthy of her.
Oh, just a mere 20 billion project. And you're already showing your true color. This deal is definitely worth it.
What do you mean? Just 20 billion project? If you're so capable, why don't you negotiate yourself? Who are you trying to impress?
To be honest, this project was originally assigned to the Shen family by me.
Chu Qing, you haven't even started drinking yet, so how are you already acting drunk? Grandpa is still here, you know. If you're trying to show off like this, you're only making yourself look worse. I don't want to argue with you at the family dinner, but I hope you understand clearly. The Shen family won the bid because of my personal connections. That's why Tianhong only came to inform me about winning the bid after the banquet. This matter has absolutely nothing to do with you, Chu-Ching.
Personal connection's fine. Why bother talking so much with this useless guy? This is a project worth 20 billion something he'll never get close to in his entire life. Hey, since Grandpa specially asked you to come today, shouldn't you bring out the gift you prepared for him? Otherwise, do you really have the nerve to call yourself his grandson? Hey, tell me you didn't prepare anything at all, kid.
If it weren't for me, your Shen family would never have access to a project worth over 10 billion in your entire lives. As for the gift, this is the gift I prepared for the old master. Play it.
Giving something like this as a gift. Isn't that embarrassing enough? Good thing this is a family dinner and there are no outsiders. Chongping, if you take him out with you in the future, you better keep an eye on him. Just look at him. He's not even worthy to go out with us. Not a chance.
If you're so capable, go handle things outside. All you do is sit around at home eating 5 meals a day. So, are you giving this gift to them or to me? It's a family gift. The thought behind it is more important than the value. I, the old man, accept Chu-Ching's good intentions. This foreign liquor, I'm not used to drinking it. Should I drink what Chu-Ching gave instead?
Grandpa, you.
All right, that's enough talking. Go sit back down.
This wine is so yellow and murky, Chu-Ching. What kind of experience is that supposed to be? You didn't bring a bottle of fake liquor here just to mess around, did you?
That's how aged craft brew is.
No. You really think we've never seen this before? No. One look. What the hell's right? What if something happens to Grandpa after drinking it? Can you take responsibility?
Chu-Ching is family. If you had something decent to give, you could just say so no one would laugh. But this is something Grandpa is going to drink. How could you fake it with something like this? How could you risk Grandpa's health just to save face?
This wine isn't fake. Still trying to argue?
Chu-Ching, what exactly are you trying to do? You laid hands on my mom and Chen Yuan, and I haven't even held you accountable for that yet. You give Grandpa such a generous gift of gold, and Grandpa has always treated you well.
Preston Shen. You don't trust me either.
You know best what you're really thinking. Stop arguing, you two. Maybe this is just a misunderstanding. What kind of misunderstanding? Are you saying Grandpa specifically asked him to bring fake wine?
Oh. I trust Chu-Ching. There's nothing wrong with this wine. I'm drinking this wine today.
Dad, no.
Sir, no wine.
You?
My sister's right, Grandpa. I usually don't say anything about how well you treat Chu-Ching, but the key thing is, your health hasn't been great. I can't just stand by and watch you jump into the fire. You harbor evil intentions, and are vicious by nature. The wine you brought is simply not worthy.
Put it on the stove. You can't handle things like this. How could you smash the wine?
Master, so what if it's smashed? As for this family member, isn't he just doing it for your own good? Master, our Chen Yuan is thinking only of your best interests. You can't get angry at him just because of an outsider who brought you wine with bad intentions. That wouldn't be fair.
You're all making such a big fuss everyone's here now.
Honey, you're finally here.
Sorry, I was held up by something. Please forgive me, everyone.
No worries at all. We're just glad you could make it. Come on in and have a seat.
Master, you don't look too happy. Did something happen?
Someone just tried to harm the master by bringing fake wine.
Chen Lao.
That's the one. It's yellow and murky, clearly not something good. If it weren't for Grandpa Land's quick reaction just now, you would have drunk it already. There's nothing to be done, so stop staring at the fake wine and get it out of the sun. Got it. Brotherly.
What are you doing? Why did you drink it? Do you have a death wish? Quick, find something to catch Adversary up and spit it out.
Stop making a fuss. It's silky smooth going down, rich in flavor, and leaves a lingering aftertaste. How could this be fake wine? This is clearly a rare treasure, a century-old craft brewed truly aged.
Craft brew? Really? Wu BEI. Are you kidding us right now?
Kidding? Mom, have I ever just casually joked around in all these years? 5 years ago, when chaos broke out at the Elephant Quarter, the Dragon Palace Lord's own nephew was. In that battle, the army expanded its territory and flourished, with no desires left unfulfilled. At the victory banquet back then, Governor of Shangjing brought this century-old brew to share with everyone. I was fortunate enough to have a taste. I could never mistake that flavor for anything else.
The one brought from Shangjing. What's the base price if this wine is real?
Such a finely crafted brew could be called a national treasure. How could it possibly be measured in money? Looking across the entire Great Xia, I'm afraid there are very few century-old cellared wines like this left.
Are you saying this wine is real? Surely this is impossible.
Chen Yuan.
Yes?
Where did you get this wine? Is this all you have left? Or is there more than just this cup?
Yes, this is all.
If I remember correctly, you married into our family. So where did you get this wine? Was it a gift from a friend? It was a gift from a friend. So that means you were at the border 5 years ago as well, right? Are you saying? Do you all think that this situation, that I stole it?
Well, who can say for sure? Maybe you really did steal it. Otherwise, why would a friend of ours give you such a rare and precious wine? No, that can't be it.
All right. There's no need to say it like that. Someone like Jin, the town's guardian, if it was something he kept under strict guard, there's no way it would be so easily taken by someone else.
So, it turns out everything Chuqing said was true. Then, this wine?
If it's been returned, then so be it. We're all family here, so I won't hold today's incident against you. But remember, if this bottle of wine had been broken outside, we would have had to pay for it with your life.
Yes, all right. Understand.
And since you took such a genuine brew, you should have made things clear from the start. Now, as for this wine, you should also bear most of the responsibility. I've already made everything about this bottle of wine very clear. He was the one who didn't believe me. He was the one who said it was fake. And it was them who ruined this bottle of wine, yet you want me to take the blame. Do you have a problem with that?
I'll just listen to whatever the way says. He's from the Dragon Hall, right?
Dragon Hall.
So impressive. Look at me all. None of you are even a match for a single finger of my brother-in-law.
All right. That's enough. Let's stop here. Everyone sit down and eat.
Chuqing, it's not that I want to say this, but you've been freeloading off the Shen family for 5 years, aren't you ashamed? How about this? Now that your brother-in-law is back, I'll have him help you out.
Help me out?
Yeah, I mean, didn't you have a smooth ride in the Dragon Hall after you joined? Why not arrange a buffed meal for him?
What did he say? Do you really think just any riffraff can get into the Dragon Hall? And you just mentioned that I spent time at the border before the new year. Well, let me ask you, what have you actually accomplished? Just a simple question. Crossing 3,000 miles of border, the Dragon Hall is home. Get personally to judge and build out numbers from the rest of the mountains, relying solely on flesh and blood to resist. He announced with great resigning days and nights. Jinkai Rivet. You are owner of this song.
The Dragon Hall owner's husband, you're saying he's the owner of the Dragon Hall? That's impossible.
Brother Lei, are you sure you're not mistaken? With his attitude, how could he be the Dragon Hall Master? The Dragon Hall Master, no offense.
Sorry. I just had a moment of realization of how to go through things. Do you even know what you just said? What did you ask? What did you answer over here 5 years ago? When the borders of Daxia were in turmoil, the Dragon Hall Master single-handedly defeated the enemy invaders and expanded our territory. We cannot sell the new national chair, let alone say who gave you the courage to use his reputation. Do you even know what the consequences are? Let's just discuss the matter itself.
Enough. Everyone stop arguing. Are we really going to keep fighting about this? Let's go.
Everyone, I'm sorry for being late today. Let me host this family dinner. Waiter,
Sir, how can I help you?
I'd like to pay the bill by card.
Certainly, sir.
But as for him, I'm not in a hurry to separate his bill from the rest. Let him pay for himself.
Quebec, what do you mean by this?
Of course, it's just a small punishment. Offending the Dragon Hall Master is a serious offense. But since we're family, I can let it go for a while. But I still have to give her punishment to teach her a lesson.
But you can't do that. Yunhai's generous spending is almost the highest in the entire southern province. Splitting the bill for this family banquet will cost quite a bit. He doesn't even have a job. How is he supposed to pay you?
Then he should just honestly stay here and wash dishes and clean up. He needs to settle down and stop filling his head with wild fantasies all day. Hubei, your father knows you want to protect him, but this concerns stability. If you keep covering for him, it will only bring dissatisfaction to our Shen family.
Zhuqing, if you ask me, you should just apologize to your brother-in-law and ask him to show some leniency. Then this whole thing will be over. No one is trying to make things impossibly hard for you. You should be a bit more perceptive.
If I were to apologize, he wouldn't be able to handle it. Fine. If you're so tough, why are you still standing there? Hurry up and have him go pay the bill.
Sir, could you please settle the bill? Zhuqing, why do you always have to be like this? It's just an apology, my son. What could possibly happen to me?
I told you, if I apologize, he won't be able to handle it. Settle the bill, right? Go ahead and use the card. Do you get it now? You're wrong. It's that his card isn't qualified to be compared with mine. What? Are you saying that the card in your hand is one of a kind, an exclusive, top-tier limited edition? Is that what you mean? That's right, you got it.
Chu, can you stop pretending already? Do you have any idea how ridiculous you sound?
Hey, Yuning, stop talking. Maybe what she's saying is actually true. Waiter! Then let me ask you, do you have any of those custom limited edition cards here?
I'm sorry, sir. Yunhai Shenting doesn't have such a VIP card yet.
All right. So it looks like the card in your hand is useless after all. Who says a VIP card has to be from Yunhai Shenting?
So what you're saying is, you want to use a card from somewhere else to spend money at Yunhai Shenting? You really are something else. Fine, you think that's a VIP card? Let me satisfy it, right? I'll do it, okay?
Anything. We're going to the 7-star black card. The 7-star black card has appeared. The 7-star black card. Hurry! Notify Miss Sue and bring me over right away.
Read error. Unable to identify.
This piece of junk of yours can't even be swiped. It's probably a permissions issue. Try using a different card.
If it can't be read, it can't be read. Changing the reader won't make any difference. Chu Qing, you should understand, no matter how stubborn you are, the final outcome won't change. It's just like this project that our Shen family has secured.
You shouldn't have taken on that project. With the Shen family's current strength, there's no way you can handle it.
Can't handle it? How do you know the Shen family can't handle it? Kiev gave us this project because they respect our Shen family. Whether we can handle it or not, Shen Qiansong knows that better than me.
Alright, stop being jealous of my sister's achievements. Just take your street vendor card, hurry up.
Sir, if you really can't pay the bill, we'll have to take some mandatory measures. This name, still...
Hurry up and get lost.
So the general manager of Shenzhen has met Mr. Chu before. You are the most distinguished guest we've ever had since Yunhai Shenzhen is established. Please allow me to escort you to the summit banquet to receive our grandest hospitality.
What? So this card is actually real. Well, I haven't paid for this week's bill yet. Let me pay by card.
There's no worries, Mr. Chu. All your expenses at Yunhai Shenzhen are completely waived. You don't need to worry about any charges for this private room at all.
That's not really necessary. After all, there are still people who want to pay the bill, right? Hello? I don't want to argue with you, but there are some things I have to tell you. You've never truly understood me, so don't try to force your views onto me. You and I are simply not on the same level. I know. Right now, you're eager to lead the Shen family to glory, but unless you have a clear understanding of yourself, it's simply impossible for you to achieve your ideals. With the Shen family's current strength, there's no way you can take on this 20 billion project. So I advise you to give it up. If anything goes wrong, the backlash you'll face.
We'll turn against you! You will feel.
Now that's more like it. Good. That's my good daughter. Just wait until I help the Shen family rise to the top, then you'll regret it. But what's the deal with that VIP card? It clearly wasn't a Yunhai Bible VIP card, but it really did stir up Yunhai. What was that about? What happened?
Yeah. He also said that Chu Qing is the most distinguished guest since Yunhai Xingping was established. Ordinary VIPs don't have that kind of status.
So what? It's just a VIP card. How much can it really elevate his social standing? Look at the way he acts. Sooner or later, he's going to get himself into trouble because of this. What exactly happened between you and Chu Shen this year? Can you tell Grandpa?
Chu Qing, they got divorced a long time ago.
Divorced? That's not all. The very first investment for our Shen family's new business came from Chu Qing.
You mean back then it was Chu Qing who gave us the funding?
Yes.
So that means 5 years ago he already made connections with Tianhe. That's right. But how is that possible? Tianhong Group is a business closely tied to Longyi. Chu Qing is just How could he have established a relationship with Tianhong Group so early? If he was really that capable, why would he still be living in our house?
You don't understand. You just don't understand. Keeping Chu Qing was the key to the long-term prosperity of our Shen family, but now you've all ruined it. Grandpa, you can't say that. Our Shen family isn't doing badly right now, is it?
That's right. Once the project in Yuning's hands is fully launched, it will be hard for our Shen family not to prosper. Grandpa Shen, you have to believe in my personal abilities. I, Shen Yuning, don't need help from outsiders. I can definitely lead the Shen family to glory. What's wrong with Zhao Lin?
Shen, something's wrong. President Shen, all of our Shen Group partners are now refusing to work with us.
What did you say?
I don't know. Our partners in Jucheng have already sent notices to terminate cooperation. If this keeps up, all our other funding sources will be completely cut off.
How could this happen? Don't panic. First, stabilize things within the company. I'll talk to our partners to find a solution soon. Wait for my update.
We have to act fast, President Shen. This is a critical period for us to take over the new project. If our funding chain breaks, the new project simply can't move forward. But if we don't proceed, the 20 billion penalty for breach of contract will bankrupt our company completely. I just don't know.
There's nothing more for us to discuss. Take care of yourself.
Hello, President Fu. This is...
Miss, with your current personal abilities, you do not meet our minimum requirements for cooperation. In the past, we have given you too many privileges, but now we have decided to take them all back. Please return the orders as soon as possible.
Sis, what on earth happened? Just tell me.
How could this happen?
It's just a nephew. That's all.
How could this happen?
What on earth happened to you? In the end, the Shen family just can't escape decline.
Mr. Chu, you came really early today.
I'm always very punctual.
Mr. Zhu, please enjoy.
Thank you. Then I'll get straight to the point, Miss Su. If you have any thoughts, feel free to speak your mind.
Mr. Chu, you must be joking. I came to Haicheng to help you fulfill the marriage agreement set years ago.
The Qin family has done a great favor for my Chu family. As long as Miss Su's requests aren't too excessive, I will consider accepting them. So if Miss Su can be open and honest about what you want, that would be best.
I hope to be able to marry Mr. Chu.
That's possible, but I need to know why.
The relationship between me and the Su family in Shangjing isn't as glamorous as it appears on the surface. In recent years, the Su family has been in turmoil, so they want to stabilize the family through a marriage alliance. But I don't like the person Wu Lianying has chosen for me.
But the Su family in Shangjing does indeed have the right to make such decisions.
Yes, that's right. But there is a marriage contract between you and me, and even the Su family in Shangjing has no reason not to acknowledge it.
What's so special about this marriage contract?
That's right. There's something on it that the Su family in Shangjing cannot go against.
So where is he now?
The marriage contract was kept by my grandfather, but he passed away 3 years ago. It was left in my grandfather's place. In a couple of days, it will be my grandmother's birthday, so I was hoping Mr. Chu could come back with me. First, to celebrate my grandmother's birthday, and second, because of the marriage contract.
All right.
Ever since my grandfather passed away, the Qing family's prejudice against me has only deepened. I'm afraid if you go back with me this time, they'll only see you as someone I'm bringing in. Because there's some old resentment between the Qin and Su families, I won't be able to use the Su family's resources when we go back this time.
Don't worry. Since I've agreed, I won't let things fall apart. As for the birthday banquet,
I'll leave that to you, Mr. Chu. I'll also prepare some resources, just in case.
all right. See you in 2 days.
See you in 2 days.
Notify the Dragon Palace and all the regional guardians to send their gifts to the Qing family in Jiangzhou in 2 days. Issue a separate decree in the name of Su Zhanfei to congratulate old Madam Qin, her birthday. I will officially assume the position of Dragon Palace Master and strictly follow the orders of the Palace Master.